Hey guys, Max Jim, and out here in the garage tonight, Las Vegas, Nevada. It is freaking hot still. Not those record days that we had a couple of weeks ago, but plenty hot. Had a few overcast days, high humidity. Luckily it was like 100 to 105 for a couple days, but now we're back up between 105, 110, maybe a little hotter even. Man, it felt hot today, so I'm going to walk the dogs after this. Everything's getting rolled into late night stuff, so. But I'm going to do a quick workout. I'm going to get some bench press done. I'm going to just do sets tonight, nothing fancy, no high maxes, anything like that. Probably going to start fairly low. I'm going to do like 135 for my warm-up, and then jump up to 185. 205, 225, maybe touch 245, and then I want to jump into some dumbbell presses. And you know, it's unfortunate I didn't get a good long workout in today because we face the west, sun's on the west side of the house. This garage, it just bakes like an oven in here, so I miss that my basement gym that I had out in Colorado. But this is what I got right now. This will have to do until I get that big shop building built and have some serious space coming up, hopefully. But for now, these are the workouts. I'm going to do dumbbell presses, I'm going to do flat bench, I'm going to do the flies on the new Sighty chest fly machine that I got, that I showed you guys on YouTube, so I'm going to get that done. Hey, one thing I saw on, you know, I don't know if you guys are a member of the Garage Gym Reviews site on Facebook. I read a lot of the posts that follow through on the thread, whatever Facebook lets me see. But somebody commented on Major Fitness and how crappy that. I think they were talking about the rack, but I commented back that you know, those racks are really no different than the old Parabody Bodysmith stuff that came out in the mid to late 80s. And so that stuff's been around 38 years probably now, and I still see those racks. In fact, I have a video on YouTube of me benching, I think I was in my 50s, and I did 390 just by a hair, just barely, but I got 390. I was pretty excited about it. And I was using a Parabody Bodysmith rack that I believe was built probably, that one may have been like 1990, 1988, something like that, vintage. But you know, they have longevity, so there's nothing wrong. People, like, we get caught up in this Rogue and Rep and, you know, Sornex and you know, what have you, all these name brand racks, when really people just need to be active and be motivated and use equipment. So if they went out and spent $200 on well, my comment was, there's the TEMU website, or TEMU, whatever you want to call it. They sell these racks that are like a F16, which is what this Major entry-level rack is, and they sell it for, well, I got one for my son just so I could use the lateral raise attachment on there for him. But they sold it to me for $180. I think it's around $200 on the site right now. Inexpensive rack, square rack, holds 1,000 pounds, 1,500 pounds. Take care of it, it's not going to wear out. Most people are not going to wear that rack out. So why people put down these, you know, whether they're generic names or not, which, you know, this TEMU rack, when you order it, it comes branded with the Major Fitness or whatever the brand is. That's what's on the nameplate on the rack, so they don't advertise it as such, so maybe they have a licensing agreement with Major, but that's the rack that arrives when you get it shipped to you. So my point is, there's nothing wrong with inexpensive racks, no matter where you get your stuff from. Get it from Facebook Marketplace, buy one of those old Parabody Bodysmith power racks, probably pick it up for $100, $150, and it's going to do the trick for you. I did 420 off a Parabody Bodysmith bench press rack, and I know I've done 400 off a body smith rack back in the day. So is it as beefy as the 3x3 racks that everybody has now? No, it's not as beefy. But at the time, yeah, that was the shit, man. If you had a 2x2 rack, power rack in your house or your basement or your garage, you had a nice gym setup. So it's amazing how we've evolved, and everybody has all this nice fancy equipment now. But the bottom line is the results you get from it. And you know, I posted some videos of like where I was back in the late 80s. Just happened to have some VHS tape that I transferred, and I was pretty damn strong then, or getting strong. I was benching, I don't know, 360, 370, and I was using this little flat parabody bench press set up in the kitchen of a buddy of mine's and mine apartment, and really was getting strong and getting strong shoulder. I know I had a lot bigger shoulders than I have today. But people get good results off that equipment, and we really shouldn't be knocking it. I mean, a guy can get down and do 1,000 push-ups and get good results. A guy can, you know, I was going to tell a story the other day about how one of the jobs I had when I was in college was stacking 100-pound bags of sugar with a friend of mine who was also going to school, and we had the best time just bullshitting, talking to each other all night while we're tearing these stacks of sugar up. And the reward of it was we hung out, we drank beers after work, and our bodies got really strong from that type of work, lifting those 100-pound bags off of a conveyor belt, throwing them down on the base, and building this stack. So man, you can get in fitness 1,000 different ways. You don't need special equipment. You don't have to have the best job in the world to buy it. You don't have to have the highest income and spend all your money on it. All you got to do is, gets back to that old EAS tag from the old Body for Life video. Persistent persistence, and do your workouts all the time, and you're going to get results, and that's the main thing. So I've started doing walking. I'm walking 2.5 miles every day. I haven't gotten at 66. I don't know if I should just blow everything loose by starting out running yet. I'm going to kind of safely ease my way into it, maybe even get a checkup before I bust into a run. But getting out doing some cardio, it's a fast walk. I'm keeping a good pace, and incorporate some other things into my exercise. Maybe you'll see some hikes on here again. I know I did the Gold Strike hike. I did the Frenchman Mountain hike. I'm not out in Colorado now, so I don't have the 14ers to climb. But and we're talking about moving to Oklahoma of all places, but maybe there'll be some lakes and mountain bike trails and things like that if we make that move. I'm sick and tired of the heat out here, so we're going somewhere. I don't know where we're going yet. Anyway, guys, the video tonight really isn't a workout. It's just my thoughts on those cheap racks. That hit a nerve with me because I was thinking, man, back when we were in our 20s, we went into a fitness store and they had these nice bench presses made by Parabody. And, you know, I think Tough Stuff and Image and a few other brands came out after that, but I think in my recollection that Parabody Bodysmith stuff was like the front runner on some decent home equipment that you could have in your house and work out, other than going someplace where some guy's got a business set up and he's welding basically some commercial equipment together for you to use at home, and that stuff was great too, but those were few and far between at that time. So you guys just get out there, get on Facebook Marketplace, get on Gov Deals, find your equipment bargains where you find them, be proud of them, use the heck out of them, And the funny thing is, you're going to think back at some point, and because we all get into this swapping equipment in and out, trading things off, at some point you're going to wish you had some of that old stuff back again, because you got good gains from it, and it was fun equipment to use, and now you've traded it for the fanciest, flim flam, and now you find, you bought into the marketing, but you really don't, you're not getting the results from the equipment that you wish you would get. So until next time, guys, I'm just going on here, but keep working out. Max 5280 Gym, and I may be transitioning over to another YouTube channel. I want to start this Ingenuity Gym. I just want to post some equipment, so I'm not like throwing out TEMU stuff all the time, but I want to have fun with it. TEMU's a cheap website, but I can reach right over here. There's a climbing rope. I bought this climbing rope for $34, shipping included. Took forever to get it. Must have came from China, but it's just like those old ropes that we climbed as kids for the presidential awards in grade school. I've got one of those. I don't know where I'll ever hang it, but I'm going to use it at some point, and I might get a couple more. Maybe I'll do some Tarzan swinging. I don't know, but they got some cool stuff on there. I saw somebody mention. I'm going again, but I saw somebody mention weight peg pins for a selectorized machine. Say you get a machine that's got a 165-pound weight stack and you want to add a few more plates to it. Well, they've got a pin, a selector pin that you plug in there, and it has the 2-inch Olympic plate sleeve attached to that pin, so that you can slide some more plates onto it and hang them from your stack. And TEMU, of all places, has a couple different variations of that pin. You can get it there. So I want to do that Ingenuity Gym site, and maybe just throw a few of these cheap items out that people may or may not be looking for, but cool items to use, and we'll see where that goes. Good night, guys.